Thank you, Avinash. Here's what's happening in the region. Scotiabank Trinidad and Tobago Limited is being sued for more than 5 million Canadian dollars by a Chaguanas woman after the financial institution allegedly wired the money from her local account to two businesses in the United States without her consent. The Express reported that legal action was filed at the San Fernando High Court on Tuesday in an attempt to recover the money as well as compensation from mental distress and inconvenience. Healthcare professionals and civic organizations have called on the government of St. Lucia to take immediate action on the worsening healthcare crisis in the country. The situation has come to a boil following unresolved occupational safety and health violations, inadequate staffing, insufficient medical supplies, wait times of 4 days to access a hospital bed, and worsening healthcare infrastructure. The Attorney General's office in Colombia has opened an investigation into the death of Jorge Enrique Pizano. Mr. Pizano was a key witness in a corruption investigation involving a Brazilian construction giant. He died on Thursday of what forensic experts originally described as a heart attack. But investigators became suspicious when Mr. Pizano's son died 3 days later of poisoning after drinking from a bottle left at his father's home. Internationally, Saudi Arabia's public prosecutor has concluded that an intelligence officer ordered Jamal Khashoggi's murder and not Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman. The BBC reported that the officer was tasked with persuading the rebel journalist to return to the Gulf Kingdom, a spokesman said. Khashoggi was given a lethal injection after a struggle in the Saudi consulate in Istanbul on October 2nd. The public prosecutor has charged 11 people over the murder and is seeking the death penalty for 5 of them. Their cases have been referred to a court while investigations into another 10 people suspected of involvement continue. Theresa May has dismissed speculation that she could be ousted as Prime Minister over her Brexit agreement. The BBC reported she vowed to get the deal signed off in Brussels and put it to a vote of parliamentarians. May battled on Thursday to save a draft divorce deal with the European Union after her Brexit secretary and other ministers quit in protest, and Eurosceptic lawmakers stepped up efforts to topple her. Lawmakers suggested other ministers would quit, and Eurosceptics in May's Conservative Party said they had submitted letters calling for a no-confidence vote in her leadership. Ethiopia's former deputy intelligence chief has been arrested amid investigations into corruption and human rights abuses committed by the security forces. The former deputy head of the National Security Agency is one of more than 60 intelligence and military figures arrested since Monday. He has not yet commented on the allegations. The move has been widely welcomed by human rights groups, the BBC reported. And that brings us to the end of regional and international headlines.